Good afternoon,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon, ma'am.
So, have you did yesterday's homework?
Yes, ma'am.
So, any problem in Euler summation formula? Yesterday we have seen Euler summation formula as well as we have we have started chapter 3, linear difference equations. So in that we have seen first order equations. So we have seen first order general form of first order linear difference equation. It is given by y at t plus 1 and minus p of t y t is equal to rt. If rt is equal to 0, it will reduce to homogeneous. If rt is non-zero, then it will reduce to non-homogeneous. Then we have seen the theorem to how to solve non-homogeneous first order linear difference equation when my domain of yt is discrete. Okay, a plus 1, a plus 2 and so on. When t takes discrete values, how to solve the first order linear difference equation. And we have seen first we will require the solution of homogeneous equation. That will be of the form ut is equal to u at a, product s is equal to a to t minus 1 p of s, and using that ut we can find solution of 3.1, which is non-homogeneous equation, and which is given by yt is equal to ut into summation rt upon eut plus c, where c is arbitrary constant. Is that okay? Is there any problem
Yes,
in
ma'am.
this? And after solving one example, I told you to check whatever solution we have got, whether it is to check whether that solution satisfies the difference equation. Everybody did it? Everybody did it? Check the function yt given by star is a solution of equation y at t plus 1 minus t times yt is equal to t plus 1 factorial. We have solved this equation and we have found that yt is a solution, but if I want to cross check it, how to check it? Just substitute this function value in this equation and check whether LHS is equal to RHS. I told you to do at home. Anybody did it? I am asking some question. Lecture should not be monotonous. Bojne Poonam, are you there? Kadam Pallavi, Kajalkar Anjali, Kendre Sujata, are you there? I am
Yes,
asking
ma'am.
question. So nobody is replying.
Ma'am, ते t plus 2 factorial minus t plus 1 factorial divided by 2 यायले.
कसं काय? T plus 2 factorial
Minus t plus 1 factorial divided by 2.
त्याला सिम्प्लिफाय करून बघा ना. t plus 1 factorial येत आहे का? नाही येणार वाटतं.
जमत नाही मॅडम ते.
What is y at t plus 1?
t replaced by t plus 1.
So t plus 1 factorial by 2 and 4 times t minus 1 factorial. So y at t plus 1 will be my t plus
t plus 2.
2 factorial by 2 का
Yes.
by 2 plus t plus 1
4
minus 1
times.
म्हणजे t factorial times t factorial 4
हाँ.
times factorial minus t times what is my yt t plus 1 factorial divided by 2 plus 4 times
2.
t minus 1 factorial. Okay, now just I want to check whether what it gives. T plus 2 factorial by 2 plus 4 times t factorial minus t into t plus 1 factorial by 2 minus 4t 4 minus 4t square. No, it is t minus 1 factorial, so 4 times t into t minus 1 factorial.
T
Is that
factorial.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it will be t factorial. So 4t factorial, so this is nothing but my t factorial, 4t factorial. So 4t factorial and 4t factorial will get cancelled. Is it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So t plus 2 factorial means what? T plus 2 into t plus 1 factorial divided by 2. I can write like this minus t
Yes, ma'am.
times t plus 1
T plus 1
factorial
factorial.
divided by 2. Now t plus 1 factorial divided by 2 I am taking outside. So what will remain? T plus 2 minus
T plus 2.
t, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so t plus 1 factorial divided by 2. So this 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So what is
Cancel.
remaining? 2. So
T
we are
plus 1
getting
factorial.
t plus 1 factorial, which is my RHS. I have started LHS. So LHS is equal to RHS. So what is the problem? The small things also, if you can't do, then there is no use. Nobody tried this. Kendra, Sujata, Khillare, Manisha, Komal, Shirsagar, Amruta, Mohammed, Munde Yogita, Narwade Vaishali, Pooja Patil, Priyanka Vaidya, Sathe, Savant Aishwarya. Nobody tried to check it. चेक केलं नाही का आलं नाही? सगळेजण ऑनलाईन या तर तुमचा व्हिडिओ अनम्यूट करा. व्हिडिओ प्लीज शो मी युअर फेसेस. अनम्यूट युअर कॅमेरा. अंजली केलं नाही का? ट्राय केलं नाही का आलं नाही?
आलं नाही मॅम.
त्याच्यात काय अवघड होतं? नुसतं व्हॅल्यूज ठेवायचे होते की नाही? साठे कोण आहे? प्रियंका वैद्य. कोणालाच जमलं नाही? समजतंय का? शिकवलेलं समजतंय का? नाही तर नुसतंच आपलं चाललंय असं नाही व्हायला पाहिजे ना. शिकवलेलं समजतंय का?
हो मॅम. हो मॅम.
समजतंय तर तुम्हाला रोजच्या रोज घरी करावं लागेल. हा म्हणजे डिफरन्स इक्वेशन हा पूर्ण कम्प्युटेशनल पेपर आहे. हा खूप वास्ट आहे. प्रत्येक कॅल्क्युलेशन मी करून दाखवायचं म्हटल्यावर अवघड आहे ना. आता याच्या पुढे तर अजून मोठे प्रॉब्लेम्स सुरू होतात. आतापर्यंत बेसिक कॅल्क्युलस वगैरे होता. आतापासून फर्स्ट ऑर्डर, आता आपण कालपासून फर्स्ट ऑर्डर सुरू केलंय. लिनियर, त्याच्यानंतर हायर ऑर्डर असतील आणि त्याच्यानंतर नॉन लिनियरचे असतील. नॉन लिनियर नंतर स्टॅबिलिटी शिकायची आपल्याला. तर एवढं सगळं करत असताना तुम्हाला त्याची प्रॅक्टिस करावीच लागेल स्वतः. स्वतः कॅल्क्युलेशन्स केल्याशिवाय येणार नाही तुम्हाला ते. आणि जर आत्ता केलं नाही तर नंतर अवघड जाईल ते. डायरेक्ट एक्झामच्या वेळेला करू किंवा असं केलं तर होणार नाही ते. मी तुम्हाला ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट करताना सांगितलं होतं, याच्यामध्ये जर होमवर्क करायची तयारी असेल तरच घ्या, अदरवाईज सिलेक्ट नका करू. ज्यांना कॅल्क्युलेशन्स आवडतात वगैरे, त्यांनी डिफरन्शियल इक्वेशन आवडतं, त्यांनी हा पेपर घ्यायचा होता. व्हॉट टू डू नाऊ? तुम्हाला काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर माझ्याशी डिस्कस करा. काय प्रॉब्लेम फेस करतात तुम्ही? इज एनी प्रॉब्लेम? इज एनी प्रॉब्लेम इन माय टीचिंग?
नो मॅम.
स्लो जायला पाहिजे,
ma'am.
फास्ट जायला पाहिजे?
नो.
हे आता आपण जसं बोर्डवर शिकवतो क्लासमध्ये तसंच चालू आहे, फक्त तुम्ही माझ्या समोरासमोर नाही आहेत. बाकी काही नाही ना. तुम्हाला माझा फेस दिसतोय, मला तुमचं नाही दिसत आहे, तेवढाच एक ड्रॉबॅक आहे. बाकी तर इंटरॅक्शन आपण करू शकतो ना. तुम्हाला काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर तुम्ही अनम्यूट करून विचारू शकतात, मध्ये काही स्टेप अडली तर विचारू शकतात, नाही समजलं तर विचारू शकतात, असं काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही आहे. का फक्त लॉग इन करून ठेवता आणि मग तुम्हाला जे करायचं ते करतात?
नो मॅम.
आता लास्ट इयरच्या एक्झाम होणार आहेत, तुमच्या पण एक्झाम जशाच्या तशा होतील, म्हणजे आपल्या जसं ऑफलाईन होतात ना तशा होतील. तुम्ही असं नका समजू आता हे वर्ष असं जाणार किंवा असं नाही आहे. आता लास्ट इयरचं आणखी अवघड झालं, मल्टिपल चॉईस क्वेश्चन्स आहेत. 50 मल्टिपल चॉईस क्वेश्चन्स जर तुम्हाला डिफरन्स इक्वेशनचे सॉल्व्ह करायचे राहिले तर किती अवघड होतं ते एका तासात. आता मागच्या वर्षी जे फेल झालेले त्या मुलांना अवघडच आहे आता. क्लासिकल मेकॅनिक्स झालं, रियल 2. सो डोंट टेक इट इन इझी वे. म्हणजे आपल्याला शिकायचं आहे म्हणून तुम्ही जसं क्लासमध्ये येतात तसं ऑनलाईन राहा. फक्त इथे येऊन म्हणजे तुम्ही अटेंडन्स साठी येत असाल तर त्याचा काही फायदा नाही आहे. इज दॅट क्लिअर?
येस मॅम. येस मॅम.
Yes, ma'am.
काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे का तुम्हाला? कोणाला काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर तुम्ही फ्रीली बोलू शकतात. आता आपला एक हा सेक्शन झाल्यानंतर 3.2 आहे. 3.2 फिनिश झाल्यानंतर that will be our first unit. We are going to complete in 1 or 2 days first unit. So your internal one will be based on first unit. So if you are having any doubt, any problem, please ask me. Whatever homework I am giving, that you do on daily basis. नोट्स मी तेव्हाच्या तेव्हा शेअर करते, लेक्चर झालं का नोट्स मी तेव्हाच्या तेव्हा शेअर करते, तर त्याचाही काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही पाहिजे तुम्हाला. समजा एखाद्या वेळेस नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लेममुळे व्हिडिओ मिस झाला, तेही मी युट्यूब चॅनलवर अपलोड करते, तेही तुम्ही बघू शकता. तुमचे प्रॉब्लेम आम्ही समजू शकतो. तुम्हाला नेटवर्कचा प्रॉब्लेम येत असेल, कनेक्टिव्हिटीचा प्रॉब्लेम येत असेल, पण त्याच्यासाठी आम्ही सोल्युशन दिलं आहे. अजून काही प्रॉब्लेम असतील तुमचे तर आम्हाला सांगा ते. इज दॅट ओके? किती जण ऑनलाईन आहेत आता?
Yes.
आहेत का सगळे?
येस मॅम.
21-22
येस
जण
मॅम.
Yes,
आहेत
ma'am.
सगळे?
येस
का झोपल्या?
मॅम.
झोपल्या नाही ना?
नाही
नाही,
मॅम.
ma'am.
नाही मॅम.
नाही मॅडम.
मी एक्झाम्पल सुरू करू मग आता.
हो मॅम.
Yes, ma'am.
आणि तुम्हाला सांगितलंय ना, जे होमवर्क करताय ते तुम्ही व्हॉट्सअपवर शेअर करा ना. एकही जण करत नाहीये व्हॉट्सअपला, नाही तर मग तुमच्या एडमोडोच्या ग्रुपला शेअर करा. मला कळतं ना की म्हणजे ऍटलिस्ट तुम्ही करतायत नाही करतायत, काहीतरी किंवा तुम्हाला काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल त्याच्यावर टाका, मी परत त्याला रिप्लाय करते. तुम्ही बोललं नाही तर तुमचे प्रॉब्लेम तुमच्याकडेच राहतील, मला ते समजणार नाही. मी माझं काम करत जाईल, असं होऊन जातं ते. Okay, so shall I continue?
Yes,
काही
ma'am.
प्रॉब्लेम नाहीये.
Yes, ma'am.
रिलॅक्स नका राहू घरी बसून नुसतं. हा, अभ्यास चालू ठेवा. ओके, सो
मॅम
येस
मॅम तुम्ही काल लास्टला एक्झाम्पल घेतलं होतं,
हा,
त्याच्यामध्ये थोडस समजलं नाही मॅम.
कोणतं म्हणतात?
लास्ट एक्झाम्पल.
आय विल शेअर इट. लास्ट म्हणजे हेच ना?
हा तेच.
याच्यामध्ये काय नाही समजलं?
मॅम तिथं आपण ते सोल्युशन फाइंड आउट करतो ना, तेव्हा u of t is equal to u of 1 घेतलं, तर ते कसं घेतलं ते माहिती नाही.
तुम्ही 2 ही घेऊ शकता, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. फक्त इथे काय घेते, u of 1 is equal to 1 घेतला ना तर मला पुढे सिम्प्लिफिकेशनला सोपं जातं ते. u of 1 इज कॉन्स्टंट. तुम्ही u of 1 पण ठेवला तर काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. पुढे इथे कॅल्क्युलेट करताना u of 1 मध्ये मिळेल. मला जो आर्बिट्ररी कॉन्स्टंट काढायचा आहे ना इथे c, तो u of 1 मध्ये मिळेल. इथे मी माझ्या कन्व्हिनियन्स साठी घेते, कारण हे सोल्युशन मला पुढचे सोल्युशन नॉन होमोजिनियसचं सोल्युशन फाइंड करताना लागतंय ना. तर याच्यासाठी मी त्याला u of 1 is equal to 1 घेतलं. जेणे आता समजा इथे t minus 1 फॅक्टोरियल बाय 2 जर राहिला असता ना, तर मग मी काय चूज केला असता, u at 1 is equal to say 2 choosing. It is some constant. u at 1 will be some constant only.
येस मॅम.
मी u at 1 ठेवते इथे समजा, तर 1 minus 1 factorial will be what? 0 factorial. 0 factorial is what? 1. So if I choose u at 1 is equal to 1 also, no problem. Is that okay?
येस मॅम.
आणि पुढचं तर बस त्या फॉर्म्युला मध्ये मी ठेवलंय आणि अँटी समेशनचा फॉर्म्युला वापरला, इंडेफिनाइट समचा t+1. याच्यात काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे का? इथे लिहिलेलं पण आहे फ्रॉम करोलरी. ओके, तेवढंच होतं.
हो तेवढंच होतं.
ठीक आहे. सो शॅल आय स्टार्ट नाउ?
येस मॅम.
So now we will take another example. Suppose we deposit $2,000 at the beginning of each year in an IRA that pays an annual interest rate of 8%. How much will we have in the IRA at the end of the 10th year? IRA means you can suppose as a bank or company, investment company. Okay. तर एक्झाम्पल काय आहे, समजा मी $2,000 मी प्रत्येक वर्षाच्या बिगिनिंग मध्ये सुरुवातीला एका बँकेमध्ये डिपॉझिट केले आणि ती बँक मला किती अॅन्युअल इंटरेस्ट रेट देते? 8%, 8%. तर मला 10th इयरच्या एंड नंतर किती माझी व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे इन्व्हेस्टमेंट असेल ते मला काढायचं आहे. तर हा या टाईपचा प्रॉब्लेम आपण फर्स्ट सेक्शन मध्ये फर्स्ट युनिट पहिल्या चॅप्टर मध्ये बघितलाय.
येस.
तर मला सांगा आता कसं करायचं मग. सो वी विल स्टार्ट. Let YT be the amount of money in IRA at the end of fifth year. जे मला फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे ते त्याला मी YT सपोज करते. मला काय फाइंड आउट करायचं आहे, माझी व्हॅल्यू मनी किती असेल, मनी किंवा व्हॅल्यू ऑफ द इन्व्हेस्टमेंट किती असेल टीथ इयरच्या शेवटी. सो व्हॉट आय एम टेकिंग, लेट YT बी द अमाउंट ऑफ मनी इन IRA at the end of the teeth year. So what should be my relation between y at t plus 1 and YT? So y at t plus 1 should be YT plus त्याच्यावर किती इंटरेस्ट रेट आहे, YT
8%.
प्लस आणि मी
8% आहे.
2000 मी त्याच्यात पहिले सुरुवातीलाच आपण ऍड करतोय 2000, त्याच्यामुळे YT प्लस 2000 ही माझी इनिशियल व्हॅल्यू राहील त्या 30 इयर्सची, राईट. आणि इनटू व्हाट इज द पर्सेंट annual interest? 8%. 8 by 100. 8 by 100. आणि ही झालं माझं इंटरेस्ट रेट प्लस YT प्लस आणि मी त्याच्यामध्ये 2000 रुपये प्रत्येक वर्षाच्या सुरुवातीला टाकते. त्याच्यामुळे माझं y at t plus 1 काय असेल, YT प्लस त्याच्यावर जो काही इंटरेस्ट रेट मिळेल आणि प्लस 2000 किंवा हे 2000 मी पहिले लिहिले असते तरी चाललं असतं. YT प्लस 2000 इज माय मनी. त्याच्यावर माझा इंटरेस्ट रेट किती, 8% ने हा इंटरेस्ट रेट, आणि ती व्हॅल्यू मला y at t plus 1 म्हणून मिळेल. और आय विल राईट YT प्लस 2000 हे माझे त्या टीथ इयरला अमाऊंट आहे, प्लस त्याच्यावर इंटरेस्ट रेट किती आहे, YT प्लस 2000 जे काही आहे त्याच्यावर मला 8% ने annual इंटरेस्ट रेट मिळेल. ओके, सो दॅट इज माय नेक्स्ट इयर अमाउंट. इज दॅट ओके?
येस मॅम.
सो YT प्लस 2000 आणि हे 2000 मी पहिलेच काय ऍड करते, कारण मी ऍट द बिगिनिंग म्हणतोय आपण. सपोज वी डिपॉझिट 2000 ऍट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ इच इयर, म्हणजे पुढच्या वर्षी जाताना ते 2000 पण काउंट होतील ना. YT प्लस 2000 त्याच्यामध्ये ऍड केलेले आणि त्याच्यावर जो काही इंटरेस्ट रेट असेल तो, ती व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे माझी नेक्स्ट इयरची व्हॅल्यू असेल. इज दॅट ओके?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
So now I need to just simplify it. YT plus 2000 plus 8 by 100 means 0.08. 0.08 times
Yes,
YT
ma'am.
plus 0.08 times 2000 is 21, not 21, 160.
160.
Yes, 160. 20 into 8, 160, right? So the
Yes.
1 plus 0.08 is 1.08 times YT plus 2000 plus 160 is 2160. So that is my y at t plus 1. So this is my first order difference equation. Y at t plus 1 is equal to 1.08 into YT plus 2160. I can write this as y at t plus 1 minus 1.08 times YT is equal to 2160. So what is my RT here? RT is 2160 and P of T is my 1.08. So if I consider homogeneous equation, already we have solved homogeneous type of equation, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So solution of homogeneous equation, of corresponding homogeneous equation. What is homogeneous corresponding homogeneous equation? We always write corresponding homogeneous equation in terms of u. U at t plus 1 is nothing but 1.08 times ut. Homogeneous is equal to 0. This side equal to 0 means u at t plus 1 is equal to 1.08 times ut. By solving solution of corresponding homogeneous equation by iteration method, what should be the solution?
U of t
ut is equal to 1.08 raised to t. We have already solved such type of equation, right?
Yes.
1.08 raised to t. Am I right?
Yes.
कसं आलं ते? u at 1 काय असेल? 1.08 u into u at 0 plus परत 1.08 परत 1.08 रेस्ट टू t ने ते मल्टीप्लाय होत जातं tth yearला. I have already solved this such type of equations. Two examples, I think two examples, one example I have solved here and two examples I have given for homework.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so you can see this by iteration method we get ut is equal to 1.08 raised to t. Now once we have solution of homogeneous equation, how we find solution of non-homogeneous equation? Then solution of non-homogeneous equation 1 is given by, what is the solution of non-homogeneous equation? Yt is nothing but ut times summation rt divided by eut plus constant c. So what is my ut? It is 1.08 raised to t. Summation. What is rt? In this case, rt is this one.
0.
This is my rt.
216.
This is my p of t, right? So rt is my 2160 na? 2160. What is e of ut? It is u at t plus 1. U at t plus 1 means 1.08 raised to t plus 1. Right?
Yes.
1.08 raised to t plus 1 and plus constant c. So what will be this? 1.08 raised to t. 2160 is constant, so I can take it outside, and 1.08 is also I can, if I take outside, what will remain? 1 upon 1.08 raised to t plus c. So what is summation 1? Or I can 1.08 raised to t 2160 divided by 1.08 summation. I can write this as 1 upon 1.08 raised to t. It is like a constant a raised to t. So what is summation a raised to t?
A raised to t upon a minus 1.
Yes. So I will get 2160 divided by 1.08. Summation of this is nothing but a raised to t upon a minus 1. Right. So I will write 1 upon 1.08 raised to t upon a minus 1. So 1 upon 1.08 minus
1
and plus c. Is that right?
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
okay? Now just you do the calculations. 2160 divided by 1.08 and 1 upon 1.08 minus 1. I am not going into calculations, so I will directly write minus 2000, not 2000, 27,000 plus C times 1.08 raised to T. If you simplify this, you will get minus 27,000 plus C times 1.08 raised to T. That will be my YT. Okay. So at the teeth year, at the end of the teeth year, the value of the money will be minus 20,000, minus 27,000 plus C times 1.08 raised to T. Now to find C, what we have? We have, what is initial condition I am having? What is y at 0? इनिशियल वेळेला माझी अमाउंट किती आहे? 0. स्टार्टिंगला 0. त्याच्यानंतर प्रत्येक वर्षाच्या सुरुवातीला मी 2000 रुपये डिपॉझिट करेल, राइट? So since y at 0, we have y at 0 is equal to 0. It implies y, sorry, directly I will write C should be, what should be C?
27000. 27,000.
Y at 0 will be minus 27,000 plus C times 1.08 raised to 0. It is 1. So this is my 0 minus 27,000 plus C. So this implies C is nothing but 27,000. Is that okay? So therefore YT is nothing but what is YT? Minus 27,000 plus C times 1.08 raised to T. So I can write this as minus 27,000 plus C times 27,000 into 1.08 raised to T. So instead of that, I can write this as 27,000 1.08 raised to T minus 1. Is that okay? That is my YT, which is my required value. Is that okay? Which is
Yes, ma'am.
required amount, you can say amount or investment at the end of teeth year. जर मला 20व्या वर्षी काढायची असेल तर y at 20 will be 27,000 1.08 raised to 20 minus 1. That will be my value of the investment. Is that okay? Is that clear? This example?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we will go to the. So these two problems we have seen depending on when my t takes discrete values. When my t takes discrete values, how to solve first order linear difference equation, whether it is homogeneous or non-homogeneous. Now we will see now we see how to solve non-homogeneous difference equation when t takes either discrete or continuous, either discrete or continuous values. So if my t takes continuous values, then how should I proceed? So for simplicity, we assume P of t is strictly greater than 0. Then what will be my homogeneous equation? Then homogeneous equation can be written as what is my homogeneous equation? U at t plus 1 is nothing but P of t ut, right? U at t plus 1 is equal to P of t ut. That is my homogeneous equation. That is my 3.1 dash. Okay. Homogeneous equation 3.1 dash can be written as like this. So taking log on both sides. First we will take modulus. We can take this implies mod of u at t plus 1 is equal to mod of p of t into mod of u of t. I am taking modulus on both sides, but since p of t I am assuming it is strictly greater than 0, I can just write it as p of t. Is that okay? Now taking log on both sides. Why I am taking modulus? Because when I want to take log, my function should be positive. Okay. So I am taking modulus on both sides and then I am doing all the things. So if I take log on both sides, what I will get? Natural logarithm u at t plus 1 is equal to log of this into this. So log of a into b is log of a plus log of b.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Mod of u mod of ut I can write. So log of mod of u of t plus 1 minus log of mod of ut is equal to log of p of t. Now this is nothing but if I want to write in terms of delta function, how I can write? This is nothing but delta of log of ut
Yes, ma'am.
log of mod of ut. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is equal to log of p of t. Now delta log of mod of ut is equal to log of p of t. So, so can I find now log of ut? Can I find log of mod of ut by taking summation on both sides?
Yes, ma'am.
Taking summation on indefinite sum on both sides. What I will get? Summation and derivative difference will get cancelled. What will remain? Log of mod of ut, which is equal to summation log of p of t plus I will write it as p of t, where delta p of t is equal to 0. Please mute yourself. Everybody mute yourself. Is that okay? If I take indefinite sum on both sides, I have to add arbitrary constant. Now I am taking here arbitrary constant function because I don't know whether my domain is discrete or continuous. If it is continuous, then d of t. If it is discrete, then it is just constant d. But here for general case, we are assuming now my domain of definition is continuous. So I am taking here some d of t where delta d of t is equal to 0. Is that okay?
मॅम
इथपर्यंत क्लियर आहे का? Shall I go further?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what should be my mod ut? This implies mod ut is nothing but what? E raised to, I can write e raised to or
Summation
exponential of summation log of pt plus d of t. So I can write this as e raised to, how I can write this? E raised to
summation
into e raised to summation log of pt I can write. So it will be plus. Is that okay? Is that okay? Now this I will call it as, since e raised to dt, I will call this a function some c of t, e raised to summation log of pt, where what is my c of t? C of t is nothing but e raised to dt, where delta d of t is equal to 0. So that is my mod of ut. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And since both functions are exponential, my mod of ut will reduce to ut. Exponential function is always positive. C of t is also exponential function and this is also exponential function. So this mod of ut I can write as just u of t is nothing but c of t e raised to summation log of p of t. So that will be my solution of homogeneous equation when t is continuous, when t takes continuous values. Is that okay? Where delta c of, what should be delta c of t? Delta of e raised to dt, where delta of dt is also 0. So delta of c of t is also 0. Is that okay?
Yes.
So now we will take example.
मॅम
हाँ
डेल्टा सी ऑफ टी 1 येईल ना?
कसं?
डेल्टा डी ॲट टी इज इक्वल्स टू 0 आहे तर ई रेस टू 0 1 येईल ना?
नाही ना. What is your c of t?
सी ऑफ टी इक्वल्स टू ई रेस टू डी ऑफ टी.
e raised to dt ना?
हा ई रेस टू डी टी.
So what is delta of e raised to dt? E raised to d at t plus 1 minus e raised to d at t. So how I can write this? E raised to, now if I want to write in terms of delta, how I can write this?
मॅम ते दिसत नाहीये.
नाही दिसत आहे.
दिसतंय. थोडं वरती घ्या ना मॅम. हा थोडं वरती घ्या मॅम.
अजून वरती घ्यायचं.
स्क्रीन वरती घ्या स्क्रीन.
आता
नाही. दिसते आता. हा आता दिसते मॅम.
delta e raised to dt we want to find na. So e raised to d plus 1 of t minus e raised to dt. Now how I can show this is equal to, I want in terms of, I have delta dt. Where is that? Delta d of t is equal to 0. So how I can write this as e raised to
e minus 1 into e raised to dt.
E raised to d at t. E raised to that also I can write, but delta I want. Or e raised to d of t I can write in terms of okay, if I do like that I am not getting the 0 answer. I can't use that delta definition. So instead of that I will write exponential function. How I can write? Delta c of t I want to find. So what is delta e raised to dt? So e raised to dt I can write as 1 plus d of t plus d of t bracket square by 2 factorial plus d of t bracket cube by 3 factorial and so on.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, e raised to x raised to n upon n factorial summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial and so on. So now you apply delta on all. Delta is linear. So if
Yes,
I apply delta on each, I will get 0. Delta d of t is 0, delta d of t is 0, delta d of t is 0. Each term will contain d of t here. So I will get 0. Is that okay?
But ma'am, delta 1 is 1. No?
Delta 1 1 kasa? What is delta 1? What is delta of 1?
0.
Huh?
0 ma'am.
1 minus 1 ना? Function काय है? Constant function है.
Constant.
So
Constant
it is
आहे.
1 only. Here 1 only. So it is 0 only. So delta of 1 is also 0. So for each term I am getting here 0. So delta of c of t is 0. Is that okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So we will go to the example. Solve the equation u at t plus 1 which is equal to a times t minus r1 t minus r2 into t minus rn divided by t minus s1 up to t minus sm into u at t, where a r1 r2 rn s1 s2 sm, these are constants. So now we want to solve homogeneous equation u at t plus 1 is equal to p of t into ut. Is that okay? Now we want to solve this equation. So So what should be the solution? From this, my solution is ut is equal to c of t into exponential summation of log of p of t. This is my p of t. Using star, this is my p of t, or we can write here comparing with 3.1 dash. We get what is p of t? P of t is a times t minus r1 up to t minus rn divided by t minus s1 up to t minus sm, right? That is my p of t. So the solution from star, solution is given by, we know that solution ut is given by, what is my ut? C of t, what is ut? C of t e raised to summation log of p of t. Is that right? Log of p of t, where delta c of t is 0. So how can I write? Exponential of summation, what is log of p of t? Log of p of t is a into t minus r1 up to t minus rn divided by s minus small t minus s1 up to t minus sn. Is that okay? So if I simplify, I can write e raised to, what I will get here? Summation log of, this is in multiplication, this is upon division. So how I can write this as?
Log of a plus log of t minus
Log of
r1
a plus log of t
t
minus
minus
r1 up to
plus and
plus log of
log of t minus rn
t minus rn, and now
minus
this is division, minus log of
s1
t minus s1 minus log of t minus
sm.
SM.
दिसतंय काय शेवटचं पण?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now I can write this as, that is my summation. Now what is c of t as it is e raised to summation. Now summation log of a. We know that summation is also linear with respect to addition. Summation log of t minus r1 plus and so on plus summation log of t minus rn plus 9 minus s1 minus dot minus summation log of t minus sm. Is that okay? Exponential of this. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever I am writing, just I am taking summation of each term. So what is summation of E as it is, or we will write exponential and then I will write. What is summation log A? Log A is constant. Log A is constant. Summation of 1. What is summation of 1?
1.
What is summation 1?
T.
T. Because T plus 1 minus T is 1 difference, right? So log of instead of log of A into T, I will write T into log of A. Okay? Or can you? I will write T into log of A first term. What is summation log of T minus R1?
Log of gamma
Log
T minus
It is
R1.
log of gamma T, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
it will be gamma T minus. What will be that? Log of
Gamma T minus R1.
T minus R1 plus so on log of gamma T minus Rn minus log gamma T minus S1 minus log of gamma
T
T
minus
minus
SM.
Sm. So now again C of T, I exponential of now this T log of A I can write as log of A raised to T.
Yes.
Yes, plus log. So instead of now log plus minus minus. So again I can write this as A raised to T gamma T minus R1
into
dot into T minus
minus
Rn
Rn divided
by
gamma T
gamma
minus
T minus S1 up to gamma T
T minus
minus Sm. Is that okay? Now exponential and log will get cancelled. So what will remain? C of T into A raised to T gamma T minus R1 gamma T minus Rn divided by gamma T minus S1 up to gamma T minus Sm. Is that okay? That will be my final solution where delta C of T is 0. That is my UT. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now consider example. Solve u at t plus 1 is equal to t upon 2t square plus 3t plus 1 into ut. So what is my p of t here? T upon 2t square plus 3t plus 1. How I can write in terms of linear factors? This I can write as 1 by 2 t upon t plus 1 and t plus 1 by 2. You can check this. 2t square plus 3t plus 1. So 2t square plus 2t plus t plus 1. Okay, t plus 1 will be common. 2t plus 1 will be there. So that 2 I have taken outside. So t plus 1 by 2. Is that okay? Is that okay? T as it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I have this in this form. This form. What is my R1? R1 is 0. Right? Numerator is 1. Numerator is t only. So R1 is 0 and remaining are also remaining nothing is there. So and S1 and S2 I am having as 1 and 1 by 2. Is that okay? So I will just, so by previous calculation my solution is by or as proceeding in previous example. Previous example was general. Now here we are having values. So what will be my ut? Ut is C of t into a raised to t. What is a here? This is my a, 1 by 2. 1 by 2 raised to t. What is above? Gamma t divided by gamma t plus 1 gamma t plus half. That is my solution.
exp of exponential of 1 by 2.
Exponential and log cancel झालं ना. Exponential and log has been cancelled.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Only a raised to t. C of t into a raised to t, gamma t minus r1, gamma t minus rn, and so on. So if it comes in exam, so you can't remember all this solution. So you have to do as per this. Okay? How we have did here? Taking solution ut is given by this, you have to remember ut is equal to C of t e raised to summation log of pt. Okay? And a t here only t and t minus t plus 1 and a t plus half. Can you go through it? Can you do this? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
1 by 2 raised to t. If I simplify again, what is gamma t plus 1? T into gamma t. T into gamma t. Gamma t plus half I will keep as it is. So I will get C of t 1 by 2 raised to t. Gamma t will get cancelled. 1 upon t into gamma t plus half. That will be my required solution. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to go through whatever we have did here. Like that you have to do. Okay? Solution is given by C of t into e raised to log of pt. But here pt is nothing but this one. Is that okay? And then exponential log and that will cancel and all you will get like this. Okay? Okay, you have to write the details as per previous example here. Here just now we have did it, so I have written here as proceeding in previous example. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So remaining things we will see tomorrow. This much is enough for today. Let me download the attendance. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
I have downloaded. Now you can leave the lecture.